Man, they real man, not with the gay shit. You niggas sick and gross me out, transforming into a bitch. I don't want that dirty pussy, little mama. I ain't spending or a trick. Don't need you to put me on. I put myself on. Just came up on another lick. Bills.
Delta Crone, you probably think that's something out of a sci-fi movie. Well, actually, it's what health leaders in the country of Cyprus named a new strain of COVID-19. You see, doctors found in more than 24 patients over the weekend combining mutations from both the Delta and Omicron variants. 11 Alive's Don White is breaking down what this means and why it's not an official variant yet.
Well, it's a cute name. And that's not an official name. That's not what WHO or anybody else is calling it.
An investigator challenged the so-called Delta Crone variant, saying it could have been from laboratory contamination.
What it consists of is a virus that appears to have the major characteristics of Delta, but it's got about 10 or 12 changes that are associated with Omicron.
Scientists in the European country of Cyprus believe Delta Crone is real because of the mutations from both Delta and Omicron being found in mostly hospitalized patients.
Cyprus is calling it Delta Crone. Where does this go from here to actually become an official variant or not?
If in fact it is verified as a new observation, a new variant, then it will be labeled by WHO with some sort of official designation, with some sort of nickname, like Delta or Omicron or whatever it might be.
Dr. Anthony Fauci has this message as COVID-19 continues to evolve.
If we had the overwhelming majority of people in this country vaccinated and those who needed to be boosted, our vulnerability would be much less than it is right now.
The long-term picture is just really not all that clear, but there are some hints as to what may be going on. And I think people should not rush to conclusions and should recognize that this kind of information is going to be forthcoming on a regular basis.
The CDC updated its recommendation for when many people can receive a booster shot. The agency shortened the waiting period from 6 months to 5 months after your second Pfizer shot. That recommendation comes as researchers learn of a new Omicron-specific symptom.
Brandy Smith explains why these variants are showing up in different ways.
Why are people infected with the Omicron variant showing a strange new symptom? At this point in the pandemic, we're all pretty familiar with the symptoms of COVID: fever, cough, and a loss of taste and smell. But now that Omicron is the dominant strain in the United States, people are starting to report a symptom often associated with a litany of other conditions: night sweats. That means repeated episodes of extreme perspiration, often leaving your clothes and sheets soaked with sweat by the time you wake up. The change in symptoms was first noted in Britain, which was hit with Omicron before it quickly spread to the U.S. Doctors with the country's National Health Service now say night sweats are a sign you should go get tested for COVID. The other symptoms most reported with Omicron are sore throat, headache, and fatigue. Common COVID symptoms like loss of taste and smell don't appear to be affecting people infected by this new variant. The good news is there is growing evidence that Omicron causes less severe symptoms. The research shows the extremely contagious variant is more likely to infect the throat than the lungs, meaning it's doing less damage to the lungs. So far, these studies haven't been peer-reviewed, but researchers believe Omicron's mutations have changed its ability to infect different types of cells. Experts still warn we shouldn't be lulled into a false sense of security because Omicron remains a very real health threat. With The Why, I'm Brady Smith.
Brandy, thank you. Researchers are also warning of new signs and symptoms for kids. Experts at the University Hospital in Cleveland released a list of pediatric warning signs and symptoms: trouble breathing, dehydration, and persistent pain or pressure in the chest. Experts say if your child shows any of these symptoms, they could be sick.
Firefighters living and working beneath cell towers like this one have gotten sick. Headaches, extreme fatigue, memory loss, and brain scans show that firefighters exposed to toxic RF radiation experience cell death, ALS, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's disease. Now, the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors has approved cell tower installations on fire stations in neighborhoods like yours. Call the Board of Supervisors and tell them to stop the cell towers now.
All right, YouTube, as you guys can see, we're here by Desert Ridge. Desert Ridge Mall is just on the other side over there. And that is a brand new Verizon C-band setup. Now, I just drove by here a couple days ago, and it wasn't there, so it's brand spanking new. As you can see, they're working on it right there. See if I can zoom in a little bit. I am using my iPhone to record, no microphone, so excuse the extra noise. But pretty amazing how quickly Verizon is getting that stuff out here. And let me go ahead and go on this angle here so you guys can see. Brand spanking new, everything. The whole tower wasn't there just a few days ago.
This will be the largest spectrum auction in American history. We will be selling 3,400 megahertz in 3 different bands. And for those of you who aren't wireless experts, that is a lot of spectrum.
5G is the future, and it will change the way the world works forever. T-Mobile will build a 5G network to make that future possible. The Un-carrier isn't just planning a localized urban 5G network. We're going nationwide, using airwaves that carry signal farther, so your 5G coverage doesn't stop at the edge of a carrier's 5G hotspot. T-Mobile is planning the first nationwide mobile 5G network. 5G will fuel radical mobile innovation that makes our lives simpler and becomes essential the second we experience it. We're planning for a 5G future that covers you from coast to coast and everywhere in between. So everything and everyone you care about can always be connected. From anywhere. T-Mobile is bringing you the future of wireless. We won't stop.
Manny, remember those implants you said were of no use to us? Any chance you can turn them on?
Right, my turn to play Valentine. Oh no, no, what the fuck? I can't stop this. Yes, please.
In December 2019, China notified the World Health Organization of several cases of human respiratory illness, a disease later named COVID-19.
Have you ever wondered if there's a limit to our imagination? As humans, we've always been on the move. With robotics technology, we open a new era of human advancement, where mobility defies imagination, where technology helps us overcome limitations, where the virtual and physical merge into one in the new era of meta-mobility. With robotics, we strive to expand human reach. We never limit what we challenge. We challenge our limits. Expanding human reach.
My name is Jaron Parikh. I'm the president and CEO of Ghost Robotics. We believe we have an incredible purpose here at Ghost. We build robots to keep humans out of harm's way. Think about a firefighter. Burning building, robot goes in, can sense the fire, the gases. That's pretty amazing. Verizon's 5G network is really critical to the capability of our robot as we move forward. As these sensors are capturing more and more data and processing is taking place in the cloud, we have to have a very high bandwidth network that can transmit enormous amounts of information that are being captured by these sensors. And a fast, efficient, secure network is absolutely critical to the operation of these mobile devices.
We're not afraid of being all that we are. No limit here to tell us just how far. Can't hold me back. Can't hold me back.
Hi, I'm Roger from Intel. I have some exciting news to share about our graphics program. Graphics and gaming go hand in hand. I am a gamer, so are my friends, and so are most of my coworkers. Games merge bleeding-edge technology and all aspects of the creative arts to empower us to be a part of amazing stories.
There are nearly 3 billion gamers worldwide. In many ways, gaming is a common ground that unites us across communities and cultures.
And what I love about the gaming community is how it relentlessly pushes the computational limits of hardware and software, especially graphics.
Gamers are also creators. Almost 1 billion hours of game content was published by gamers to YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook last year. And gamers watched almost 28 billion hours, or 3 million years of game content in that same time.
I have the potential to imagine the unimaginable. Think the unthinkable. See the unseeable. With the arsenal of the world's leading technology at my fingertips, I now have the ability to invent the uninventable. Rebranding into its future, Intel has enlisted House of Thaga to collaborate on a project that will showcase technology through creativity at the highest level. Our partnership will culminate in a performance that inspires to remind the world of the seed of innovation, the wizard behind the curtain, the mind behind the machine. Intel.
Our vision is to bring frictionless gaming to 3 billion gamers, and we are unleashing all of our assets to get there. CPUs, XPUs, memory, interconnect, and software.
Our commitment to this vision is writing a new story for Intel. We all have a story to tell. A story has a structure with plot and character inflections. Every game, gamer, and creator has a story, and every story has an arc. Inspired by this, I would like to introduce our new consumer discrete graphics brand, Intel Arc.
Arc will span multiple generations, and each product generation has its own codename. So our upcoming hardware product that used to be called DG2 is now codenamed Alchemist. The following generations will be Battle Mage, Celestial, and Druid.
We can't wait to get these products into your hands. You should expect Alchemist-based products in Q1 2022.
Until then, here's a sneak peek of our pre-production products in action.
Fever.
What's a 6G?
What the f***'s a beaver? I don't know, kinda looks like a girl.
What's a 6G?
What's a beaver? I love his hair.
What's a 6G?
What's a beaver? I think it's a disease.